Good afternoon here in the UK. It is now 2 p.m. across the pond, 9 a.m. Eastern Time and 6 a.m. I believe Pacific Time. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us for our Craft Along show, which I'm really excited about for numerous things. But thank you for joining us either on Facebook or YouTube as well. It's lovely to have your company, and we have got a stellar Craft Along lined up for you today. With our fabulous latest collection from our Sarah. It's our Sarah's signature range, isn't it? The 12. Oh, Lily's shaking her head. No. The 12 Days of Christmas, one of our latest Christmas collections here at Crafter's Companion. Whoops, a little faux pas before we get started. As always, this is an interactive show. You can join in along. I know there's a fair few of you that join along regularly, but I do know that we have people sat there in the background watching but staying silent, as we call them the silent viewers. But more than welcome to join us at any time. Join in with the comments, join in with the questions. It's going to be a great craft along for sure, because the collection itself is absolutely beautiful. And I know one of my guests today has done the most amazing, beautiful project as well. So I'm going to introduce her straight away, and it's our gorgeous Lily, who is going to show you her craft along project.
I certainly am. Oh gosh, I am so excited about this one. I was super, oh, get me teeth in, blimey, it could be a long old craft along. Come on, Lily, get those words out. I was super excited because I actually got to do the first look of this collection, and it is absolutely stunning. Don't worry though, Debbie, somebody the other day, I can't think who it was, I think it was Craig, also called it a Sarah signature. So you're not alone, don't worry, but this is a standalone Crafter's Companion collection. Oh my goodness me, you guys at home, when we launched this, I say when we launched it, the royal we, Sarah launched it, so you know it's a big special launch when Sarah comes in and launches a collection. This absolutely flew out the door. You guys loved this collection. I'm going to show you how we can create a concept card using some of the items that we've still got in stock. We don't have everything left. As I say, you guys absolutely lapped this up, but the items that we're using for this card, you can get these over on the website. So we're bringing in the 12 Days of Christmas stamp and die set. We're going to do a bit of stamping, bit of colouring with those. We're bringing in some of our shape concept cards. It's the zigzag cascade even. That's over on the website as well. You'll find that. Our sentiment is part of the Christmas cheer stamp set that we've got in this collection. We are using the papers from the 12 Days of Christmas. However, pop over to the website. We do have some of our Christmas paper pads still in stock. Have a look out maybe for the 'Tis the Season one. That would work brilliantly. But maybe you're going to be bringing in something like the Frosty and Bright. Just change up the colourways, change the look and feel, but you can be using any papers you so choose. Quite an easy project to put together, but hopefully a super fun one. So I'm hoping you guys at home are going to craft along with us, and I'd love to see what you create. So if you do craft along, make sure you're sharing your photos afterwards. Looking forward to this one. Hope you can join us.
I know, it's going to be a good one. I love craft alongs, but usually I'm on that side, not this side. So this is a first for me, being on this side of the counter when it comes to a craft along show. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you agree, that's a beautiful project. We are going to give you a list of everything that you need though for joining along. Maybe you already have the 12 Days of Christmas, but these are the items that you are going to need for this particular craft along that our Lily is taking you through. So the 12 Days of Christmas, in there you'll see the 12 Days of Christmas stamp and die set, the Warm Wishes stamp set, the A4 Luxury Mix card pad, the 12 by 12 paper pad, our shaped concept card bases, which is the zigzag cascade card, Spectrum Noir metallic paint marker, and that colour that Lily's using in this project is the liquid gold. You can always substitute it for something else. Spectrum Noir alcohol proof ink pad, which is the colour of Pebble, and I'm sure Lily will explain to us why we're using that one. The Spectrum Noir tri-blends, Lily in this particular project has used brown grey blend, brown grey shades, dark red shades, gold brown blend, gold yellow blend, ice blue blend, jade green shades, red brown blend, true blue shades, and of course our Mina cardstock for the purpose of stamping. Oh, there's another page, Lily. I'm not done there. We need multi-purpose cardstock, magnetic stamping platform, which is our 8x8, the Gemini 2 die cutting machine, but I'm pretty sure Lily will be able to explain other machines that you could use as well. Guillotines, scissors, pokey tool, bone folder, all-purpose glue, and foam pads. Whoa, that's an extensive list. And so much. So I had to go up to the screen, Lily, and go and look at that. But it is it's a beautiful collection. It really is. And I'm pleased that Lily stripping it back as well and going to show you how to make this gorgeous card, because I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm going to introduce our next guest in a moment. We do have, for those people that missed the earlier show, we have what we call a weekend wonder deal that we'll talk about throughout the show. We've got some other amazing deals as well. He's put it up for me, look at that. It's almost like magic. It's almost like we planned this, but we didn't. I just keep telling him what I want and he just keeps bringing it up like that. But we have a new deal that is going across the weekend only. So it started this morning. We'll finish tomorrow night at 12 p.m. UK time. And literally, it's a fabulous deal. Me and Lily were blown away by this one. So for £30 or $50, you're going to be able to get hold of your hands on our weekend wonder deal, our small guillotine. That is absolutely fabulous because it is also an incorporated embossing board in there with a scoring tool, as well as that super sharp steel blade in there to get all your precision cuts every single time in inches and centimetres. You've got your finger guard and everything else that you need, which is a nice, to say it's small, a 6 1/4 by 8 3/4 is quite a big substantial guillotine in itself. And then also we've got the Frosty and Bright 12 by 12, which is our double-sided, beautiful colourways of these gorgeous Christmas colours. I absolutely love them because it's more contemporary, this one, in the terms of the colour palette. 36 double-sided sheets, absolutely gorgeous paper pad in itself. But today with Weekend Wonder and tomorrow, you're going to get hold of those for £30, $50. The lowest you're going to pay today in the Club Platinum is £24 or $40. And all importantly, you're going to get some double points for your purchase with that Weekend Wonder. Now, before we get us started, and we are going to kickstart it straight away, we are going to get into there, we've got a guest, and I'm really excited about this one, because I think we've joined each other before, but I've been on the other side. But I'm really super excited to be welcoming him along at the craft along. It's our lovely Gaz. You don't mind me calling you Gaz? Hi! An excited wave, been so excited about seeing you. Good afternoon, how are you?
I am very well, thank you.
Oh, bless you.
I have been pottering away all morning. Watching along, pottering away, thinking, oh, I've got to make sure this is all ready.
Oh, bless you.
I am so excited.
Are you so excited? Gav, for everybody who doesn't know where you're based, where are you based, my lovely?
I am on the Isle of Wight.
I know.
And I've got a very important function I have to go to after this.
You're going to a very important function?
Yes, it's Isle of Wight Pride this weekend, so I will be attending that as soon as I'm done.
Oh, bless you. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time there. You'll have to keep us updated and let me know how you've gone on. But are you excited?
I'll have a cocktail for you, love.
Are you excited with the craft along?
Oh, I am. I'm so excited. I've got everything sat out in front of me ready. I'm ready to go.
That's what I'm pleased. I know that you've got a lovely supportive group in Christine and all the girls.
Yes, my American sisters.
Your American
I love them all.
sisters, yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure they'll be watching and supporting you this afternoon. But it's lovely to have you with us, and it is also lovely as well. Please do, if at any point, stick your hand up and let us know. We will be coming back to you in between intermittently throughout this show. So I'm not just going to say hello then goodbye and not see you till end. We will keep joining you at certain points. But if there's anything you struggle with, you just let us know and we can repeat anything for you. But I do know you're a very talented crafter, my love. I do know that because you shared some of your amazing notes with me.
No, don't tell everyone.
Right, so our Gaz is all ready. I'm all ready. It's very strange, this, Lily, because normally at that point I'm getting really excited because I love craft alongs. I'll tell you what I'll do before we get started. Quick couple of hellos. Now, for those that didn't join us earlier on, in my ear today and Lily's ear, we have got producer Dean, who says, yeah, hi. We've got our lovely Charlotte, who always says, hi. She's gone quiet on me.
Oh. She's a mute.
Hi, I can hear you now,
Hello,
Charlotte. I can
can you
hear
hear
you now. Outside running again, he's been a little busy bee. Our lovely Jake, who's looking after us all here today. On the social media superstar front, we've got our fabulous Rachel again, who joined us from this morning. And there is quite a few people who are already on board. We've got Pammy, good morning, Debbie, Lily and crew from Central New York. Lily and Quack again, hello Debbie and Lily, hello everybody. Betsy Black. I'm pretty sure Betsy's one of the. I'm pretty sure Betsy's one of the sisters, the American sisters there. Good morning from Houston, Texas. Wishing Gaz a great craft along. Odds 29 on YouTube. Afternoon all. I was going to craft along, but I don't have the shape card base. Don't worry, you could still incorporate this into something else as well. So don't worry about that. Odds, just you can still join us. Lynn Blackledge from Go Live Granny on YouTube is also from our lovely Isle of Wight, the same place as our Gaz. She's put, good afternoon, sitting at a cafe in Ryde with coffee and cake and the other CC. This time next week, I'm in the craft along. Oh, that'll be lovely. Are you in the weekend?
I'm presenting.
You
yes,
love her.
So
I don't know if you've met her before, but she's a lovely, lovely lady. She really is.
Very looking forward to that. So it'll be like role reversal. So I think it's Michelle is here next Saturday and I'm on Debbie's side. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she's created and it's going to be lovely to have you join us as well,
Absolutely,
Lynn.
absolutely. And some spotties love the dungareens. I'm assuming they mean Gaz, not me, because I haven't got dungareens on. Love his dungareens. Corinne has said, Gaz, have a cocktail for me too. Little blushy face there. And we also have, guess who we also have on the socials with us?
Ooh, go on.
Not just Rachel, but we've got Teddy too. So hi, Teddy.
Hello, Teddy.
Hi. Little wave there. Bless him. Look who's joined us.
Who has joined us?
You've just been mentioning her. Michelle McCarthy on Facebook.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi, guys. Debbie, Lily, hang on a minute, Michelle. If this is my Michelle, it says Debbie with an IE. Now, I know we've not seen each other in near on 2 years, missus, but it's Debbie with a Y. Rookie mistake. And Lily, everyone, I'm quickly checking in between my shows. Yeah, our lovely Michelle is down at Hobby Maker
she
today.
Certainly is, yeah.
But I've just been saying, hello, Michelle. I'm hoping to goodness I've got some presenting roles in September, and I'm hoping I'm on a show with you so we can actually get together, because it has been a long time since we've actually been in the same studio together.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm a bit envious of you next weekend having her, because I could have been here and doing that, and then we could have met up and had a nice old time. Oh, it's been a long time, Lily, a long time. So everybody's here, everybody's that I've seen comments. Don't forget, it is interactive. If you're crafting along, let us know. But we will get kick-started because we're 12 minutes into the show, we've not even started. So I'm going to throw it over to our lovely Lily and let's get along with the craft along.
Let's do it. Super excited for this one. It's lovely to have all of you guys at home joining us as ever. If you are crafting along, make sure you do share your makes with us over on Facebook after the show. So I always love to see what you've created. And I have to say I'm very excited to have our lovely Gaza here as well. Crafting along. I know he's going to be crafting up a storm, but shall we get started? Right. So as we've already seen with our craft along project, the main actual card shape has been created using one of our fabulous shape concept cards. Now you will find these over on the website. These are absolutely brilliant, especially if you make to sell, because you get so much for your money. You get all of the card shapes and all of the envelopes, but all of the templates for your mats and layers as well. It makes creating your concept cards super, super easy. So we can create this fabulous zigzag card. I feel like I'm playing, what is it, the accordion, that funny instrument. I feel like I'm playing the accordion doing this. But we can create our card shapes very easily. But the beauty of this one is it flattens down into an envelope. So very, very easy to actually pop that through the post. Now, when it comes to your fabulous shape concept card, it doesn't matter what shape it is within the range. We've got lots of different designs. Here we're using the zigzag cascade. The same sort of concept applies to all of them. So you get your card shapes, and these are cut from 300 GSM white cardstock. It's the same sort of cardstock that we have with our multi-purpose cards. So you know the strength, you know that this is going to be nice and strong and sturdy for all of those card bases. You also get your envelopes. We're obviously not going to be using these for this particular project, but of course, if you were sending this card, just slip it in an envelope and they're sized perfectly. We've also got our templates, which we'll come on to in just a moment. These are honestly absolutely fabulous. Quite often, yes, you can find concept cards, pre-made cards on the market. quite often they're not as fancy as these, let's be honest. They tend to be your more standard shaped cards, but I have never ever seen a pack of concept cards where not only do you get the card shapes and the envelopes, but you also get the templates for the mats and layers. It just makes our life so much easier, as we'll see a little bit later. So what you need to create your zigzag cascade card is you actually need 2 of the pieces. And you do get plenty included within the pack. It's not a case of, oh, you sort of halve the amount you make because they are ever so slightly different. So we look at this one here. You can see they've both got score lines in, but this top one, we've got the cut lines, and these are already added into the card bases. You don't need to bring out your craft knife. That's already been done for you. This top one has got the cut lines at the top there, and then this other one has got the cut lines along the bottom. So you need 1 of each different type. Now I have to say with these, I always fold it the wrong way to start with, but it doesn't matter at all. We're going to fold it one way, and then if it's the wrong way, we'll just go back and fold it the other way, so it's no bother whatsoever. Now, I always find it gives you a much neater finish to bring out your bone folder or your scoring tool. So when you are burnishing these folds, and the folds and the score lines have already been put in on these concept cards, but just bring out that bone folder and you're going to be able to reinforce those score lines, and it's going to give you a really nice, neat finish with those score lines. So what you want is you basically want 1 going one way, 1 going the other. So in classic Lily style, I've of course folded 1 the wrong way. So let's just go back and fold that the other way, but that's no problem at all. Because what you need is 1 going one way and 1 going the other. Basically, we slot them together. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to, like we were saying with the box making, I always find it a lot easier to do all of your construction first and then fold together all those mats and layers, stick them, and then build, whether it's your box or your card shape like this. But you can see it will slot together something a little bit like that. But we'll leave them to one side for just a moment, because for me, this is what makes these concept cards so exciting. It's the fact you've got your mat and layer templates. These allow you to pop the perfect size and shape mats and layers onto your card base with no fuss, with no issue at all. So what you'll notice is you've got 1 template and then you've got another template which is the same shape but ever so slightly smaller. So you've got your larger one and your smaller. Let's start off with the larger one, and we're going to cut the largest one from our coloured card, and the smaller one is going to be from our gorgeous pattern paper, our pattern 12x12 pad. And what you'll need is, if we bring in our finished one, you'll notice that I did stick them on slightly the wrong way, but it's no problem at all. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what you'll notice on the template is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 for the left and 6 for the right. So what we need to do is we need to cut these out, not once, but twice. Now, top tip, when it comes to your templates, anywhere where you've got a straight edge, just line that up with the edge of your cardstock. Rather than popping that in the middle of your piece of paper, it makes it a lot easier, because it just means you've got 2 less edges to actually cut with your pair of scissors. So line that up along the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and then all it is a case of doing, and Debbie does know I've done this, but this is not my pencil. Classically, we're in a craft studio here, and we've not even got a pencil. It's not brilliant, is it? So I had to confess to Debbie. I said, Debbie, I've been in your bag and I've nicked your pencil. So we've got it on camera, we've got it on record. I will be giving this pencil back at the end of the craft along. If anybody, realises that I've not given it back, you've got me to blame. So I will certainly be returning this pencil. I know a lot of people like to use their erasable fabric pens. I don't know if you've ever tried that. With your templates, Debbie?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried the heat erasable pens? Because I have to say I've never given it a go just yet. I always just use a pencil like I'm doing here. But I know a lot of the guys at home recommend using, the Threaders heat erasable fabric pens.
So when I was with Sarah down at Hobby Maker, when she did the takeover on Sewing Street and Hobby Maker itself, there was some erasable pens on, and she gave me a pack.
Oh!
Yeah, so she said to me to try them out, because apparently they are very good in card making.
So I've heard, I keep saying I need to get round to it, I've still not given it a go, but I think I will have to give it a go. But for me, good old-fashioned pencil, even if it's someone else's that you've stolen, works an absolute treat. But do just make sure that pencil is sharp, because it does make a real difference. It allows you to get into all those nooks and crannies of the template. Now you'll notice my left hand, it's my non-dominant hand if you like, is the one that I always use to sort of clamp that stencil or that template into position. Then I go around with my right hand and just draw around the edges. And what you'll have noticed is with that first one, I drawed around all of those templates where you could see the writing, but for this one I've just flipped it and then we're drawing around all the templates but on the other side, so it's sort of flipped and reversed, because when we look at our finished sample we need one set of our mats and layers. If we bring this back in, going the slants in one way, and then for the other set it's going the other. So in order to do that we don't need two separate stencil templates, we just need the one like we've got here, but just flip and reverse that. So you can see now we've got two sort of opposing templates. I know it's quite hard to see on there, you can just about see that, but now it's just a case of bringing in your scissors and cutting these down to size. So literally just following those pencil lines, super easy to do. You can bring out your guillotines or your trimmers. I mean, we were talking about that fabulous little Violet Studios paper trimmer on this morning's show. If you've got that, that works an absolute treat for trimming down all of your templates, or maybe you're going to bring out that fabulous small guillotine that is our weekend wonder. Absolutely you can do that, but I have to say I find there's something personally so satisfying about cutting round your templates. It's just nice long straight edges, so it's nice and easy to do. It's not difficult at all. I would recommend though, get yourself a bigger pair of scissors. I'd say either the 6-inch like I'm using here, or go for the 9-inch if you find that easier, just because you need that nice large sort of long scissor. It just makes it a lot easier when you're cutting your straight lines. The cardstock that I'm using here, I'm not sure if we've still got it in stock, but it's part of the 12 Days of Christmas collection, and it's that gorgeous luxury A4 card. So you get a mix of different finishes within this pack, and the one that I've gone for is our fabulous, it's like a lovely burgundy colour, isn't it, in the pearl. Just absolutely beautiful double-sided pearl that we've got with this one. It die cuts like a dream, like we're using it here for our mats and layers. It works an absolute treat for that, but just a beautiful colour. But like I was saying earlier, mix up the colourways, mix up your pattern papers, and you'll get a different look and feel every single time. So however you want to personalise this craft along, absolutely go ahead and do that, and just changing up the colourways is a perfect way to change up that style completely. So let's just go ahead and we're just going to continue cutting out all of our templates. Really easy to do. I have to say, there's something for me, I just love using templates. There's something really mindful about drawing around your templates, going in and then just cutting all your pieces out, and it's nice and easy to do. And I love the fact that they're all, of course, reusable. Even if you manage to get a little bit of pen on them, not to worry at all. You can just go ahead, clean them down, give them a little wipe down with a damp cloth, and you can go ahead and carry on crafting. So that's all of one section. I'm going to line these up in order because it'll become a little bit easier when we come to actually do all our matting and layering, sticking our pieces together. If we've got them in size order, it makes it a little bit easier. So exactly the same with our other piece that we've got here. Don't forget that we flipped one, so one's like the mirror image of the other, and that will allow us to get that perfect result when it comes to our cascade card. I mean, I don't know about you, Debbie, but I know in the past I've created these card shapes from hand, measuring them, scoring them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, honestly, they're an absolute nightmare. I'm not going to be funny about it. I mean, you can be creating them by hand. You can work out all the measurements. You can find the templates online. You can get out your craft knives. But honestly, when you've got them all in ready-made form with all of those stencils for your mats and layers, it just makes it so much easier. It really, really does. So we're just literally going round and cutting out all of our pieces. Nice and easy to do. I mean, this is going to be your sort of Christmas cards. They're going to be what we like to call your mantelpiece pleasers. They're going to be your real special Christmas cards. These are the ones you're going to have an absolute ball creating all of these. I mean, obviously we're using the 12 Days of Christmas collection here, but you could be taking this idea for this craft along and using it with other items that you've got in your crafty stash. It doesn't have to be this collection. Lots of different options with this sort of card shape and style. And I love the fact that it actually folds flat to go in your envelope, because you sort of look at the 3D card and you think there's no way that's going to fold flat, but absolutely it does. And then when you get it out the envelope, it just springs up into position and looks absolutely fabulous.
Can I ask a question, Lily?
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously I've seen you using your scissors there, cutting out all those panels. Would you recommend scissors or the guillotine or?
I think for me personally, I don't know if you're the same, Debbie, but it's personal preference. So I love using my scissors. I find I get quite a neat finish. I love me cutting out, so I don't find it too difficult to cut along these straight edges. But if you worry about your cutting out, if perhaps you struggle a little bit with your scissors, then go for your trimmer or your guillotine. All I'd say is just draw around your template exactly the same way that we've just shown you, and we're going to do exactly the same for this one in just a moment. But then just bring in your trimmer or your guillotine and draw around those pieces in exactly the same way, and then just bring out your trimmer and trim down.
So I love my scissors, but to get a straight line, I know with the large scissors it's quite easy because we always recommend that you snip the full length of the scissor to get the long cut, as our Leanne would call it, the long cut, not the short stubby cuts. But I am a little bit unsteady with my hands, so for me it would be the guillotine, because I'm just thinking, do you know, for those people that haven't got one, that weekend wonder, Lily, that weekend wonder with the, you know, with the small guillotine there, I think I'd definitely be using my guillotine at this point. Myself personally, but like you've said, it's definitely a personal choice. It's definitely a personal choice.
Definitely. I'm just thinking as well, you know, if you go for that weekend wonder, obviously you get that amazing frosty and bright paper pad, which I'm not being funny. I was pretty blooming well shocked when I found out that that was the paper pad in the bundle. I mean, we only brought them back just, gosh, when was it? A few weeks ago?
Yeah, when we had the restock, and that was a first, and I don't think we'll be doing, I mean, I can't say we won't be doing it again, but it was a very unusual move by Sarah to bring back some of the most well-loved Christmas paper pads. So I'm gonna be on that line with you there. A little bit shocked that it's with the weekend wonder deal, because you're right, it's only just been restocked back.
It certainly has, but I'm thinking, you know, if you're going for that weekend wonder deal, I know obviously we've not still got our 12 Days of Christmas collection 12 by 12 paper pad in stock. How about mixing up the colourways completely and creating this same project using your Frosty and Bright? Would love that. That would look totally different, wouldn't it? But I think that would look absolutely fabulous. I'll be interested to see what papers you guys at home will be using with yours. Maybe you've not got the 12 Days of Christmas paper pad. Maybe you've got lots of other paper pads in your crafty stash. Just make it work for you. Just do whatever you've got in your crafty stash. And this is the thing we always say about craft-alongs. I know we put that shopping list up. I know we give the sort of serving suggestion, I suppose, if you like, of the items that we use. And what we always like to do is give you the exact list. I always like to tell you exactly the pen colours that I use, or exactly the ink pad colours, or the same glues that I use, so that if you want to recreate that project exactly, then you've got everything you need to absolutely go ahead and do that. But the power really is in your hands. If you want to mix it up, if you want to use a different colouring medium, if you want to use your different glues, your different techniques, then absolutely we can do that. It's just going to give you a slightly different result. Now, with our pattern paper, what we're using is obviously the 12 by 12 pad, but the design that we want to be showing for our mats and lays is the slightly more sort of muted design, if you like. We want that reverse showing, just because when we come along and add in all of our gorgeous embellishments, we want those taking centre stage. We want this to be all about those stamps and dies rather than the actual backing paper. This is just what is going to be layering our card up to add a little bit more interest. So if we were using that front side, the side that we can see here of the pattern paper, it's quite heavy, it's quite bold, it's an absolutely gorgeous design, but it's more of a focal sort of design, and that's not what we want for this particular project. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the reverse. It's a little bit more subtle, and it's going to allow those stamps and dies, when we come to add those on a little bit later, it's going to allow those to really take centre stage. So what I've done is I've actually drawn around onto the reverse, onto, well, what's actually the front side of our pattern paper. That way, basically, it's just going to save me time. I won't have to rub any of my pencil lines out because it's going to be on the reverse. It's going to be covered, which is just saves a little bit of time. We could spend more time on the decoration that way, which is absolutely what it's all about, which we are absolutely loving. And it's again, it's the same technique with your smaller mats and layers. So here we're using the smaller template, but what we have to do is we have to draw around one where on the template we can see the wording, and then we just have to go ahead and draw around another just on the other side, so we'll get these sort of opposing, the mirror image of the two different designs. So next one up here, and you could be using the 6x6 pad for this one. Obviously, you'd have to do it in 2 sort of separate sections, but absolutely the size of the pieces will fit onto your 6x6 inch sheets. So if that's the one you've got from the collection, then you can be doing that as well. Completely up to you. It's all about what you've got in your crafty stash. It's all about making your craft along personal to yourselves. So let's just go in and carry on cutting. This is our last one, and then we're going to start to stick our pieces together and build up our card base. Really love the colourway on this one. I think the colours are just so lovely and rich as part of this collection. Such a popular collection when we launched this. I'm trying to think how long ago it was now. Must be getting on for a month, if that. I'd love to know if you guys at home have already got the collection. Maybe you're going to be treating yourself. Maybe you've hopped over to the website and you'll be treating yourself to the items that we've still got left. Maybe you only picked up part of the collection when we launched it. You're going to be adding the items that you've not already got. Would love to know if you've already got this collection, what you've been making, what's your favourite part of the collection. We would love to know. Get interactive, get those questions in as well, and Debbie will fire them over, any questions or comments throughout the show. But nearly done with our cutting out.
I do have a question actually, Lily, from
yes.
Hannah Gosling Smith on YouTube. She said, would both of those templates have fitted on one A4 sheet, just flipped over?
That is a very good question. I shall find out in just a moment. Let's have a look. Right, because do you know what, Hannah? I was looking at it after I'd used the 2 sheets, and I thought, could I have got that from the 1 sheet? I mean, obviously I will be saving the scraps, but. So let's bring in one of our templates. So that's obviously the largest template. Let's have a look. Yes. Yeah. So you can get 2 from the 1 sheet. Lovely. Great question, actually, that's because it just means you can conserve your cardstock that way, which is absolutely fabulous.
And Rachel's put on here that she also has those erasable pens, Lily.
Ooh.
And she uses it, because she sews as well, you see, but she uses it for paper crafts. And she's popped on here just a quick waft of the Eat Gun, and it was if the lines were never there.
Wow.
See, this is why when I was talking to Sarah about it, I was like, I need to try them. And she was like, try them. Ian, one of our, I don't know if he's on our design team anymore, but he used to be on our design team, and he uses them, because he was telling me that he uses the erasable pens as well. So you'll have to let us know, do you use them as well? I love that Michelle's being back in touch.
Oh dear.
She put, silly phone auto-corrected. And she went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. God love her. Do not be sorry. I've already messaged her. We were having a laugh because it just happened. It happened to me. I was telling Michelle, it happened to me. Predictive text can change things without you even knowing.
Honestly.
And I had a friend called Maggie.
Right.
I say had a friend called Maggie.
Oh dear.
And it changed her name. I put, hi Maggie, when would you like the card dropping off, blah, blah, blah. And it said, it had changed it to Maggot.
Oh dear.
Maggot. Hi, Maggot.
Oh dear.
She didn't side well. We saw the funny side, kind of, but I think she thought I was calling her maggots, and I certainly was not calling her that. It's just predictive text can do the most daft things
it can.
without you even noticing, and you press the send, which is why now, whenever I look at something, I actually read back before I press the send button, just in case it's changed something, because it does it quite a lot. This is looking lovely up to now, though, Lily. It's looking really nice. I love the choice. That paper pad's beautiful. We'll run through some of the things that we still have got left of the collection in a small while. Plus, once Lily's got all these mats and layers stuck down, we're going to check in with our lovely Gaz to see how he's doing as well. And perhaps take a little bit of a break as well, because I hope he's keeping up. Does it look like he's still keeping up there, Charlotte? Brilliant, brilliant. I can't wait to tune in and catch up with how he's doing. Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube, should I say, said she can't get a straight line with her dancing hand, laugh out loud. I'm with you, Mary Pat, I have to use a guillotine or a paper trimmer. As does Laurie Barnett on Facebook, because she's also put, I love, in capitals, using my guillotine and trimmer to cut these, because you either are good at it or you're not. So do whatever makes it easy for you. It's that personal choice that Lily was talking about. Hannah Gosling Smith has replied, thank you, nice for checking in. I like to maximise my card usage. So do I. You're a girl after my own heart, Anna, because I absolutely do too. I like to make the most of the card stock. Bearing in mind, can I just say, we're going to recap a deal that we had on in the earlier show. It's proving to be the hot bestseller this weekend already, but we'll discuss that in a moment for those who don't know what we're talking about, because I'm conscious people will just tuning in right now. In fact, Sharon Horn has put, hello all, just made it in time, thought I'd check to see if I could find a bargain today as it's my birthday. Sharon Horn on YouTube. Happy birthday. Should we sing it?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Sharon, and anybody else whose birthday is today.
Yay,
Happy birthday to you. And she's put some crafty goodies are in order, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Sharon, there's some really good deals on the website. Weekend Wonder, Build Your Own Bundle is still on there as well. Go and check that website out. And some amazing deals that some people have already picked up on from that first show that we did earlier. So Sharon, go and check it out or stay tuned. And I hope you have a fabulous birthday. And anybody else out there that's enjoying their birthday as well. Odds 29 on YouTube, but I've got the 12 days collection, not started on them yet though, as I've got lots of birthday cards to make first. I can see people are going to, I think maybe recreating this one, Lily, because it looks lovely already.
Oh,
it really does.
So.
Do we still have those card blanks on the website? Has anybody
I believe
checked?
so. When I checked earlier this week, they were still there. So I'm hoping they still are.
We'll check those out. I will get to producer Dean, even though he's not agreed to it, but he's going to because it's
now.
It's Debbie's day.
Zigzag cascade
the
card.
cascading card blanks and envelopes. We'll have a little check and see if they're still on the website. I know our Rachel's usually hot on getting on that website and finding out for us, but we'll check to see if we've still got those in as well.
Woo!
They are in stock. Hark at Dean. Did you see how fast he were on that then? That's really impressive, Dean, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Unlike us, Debbie, it's computer savvy.
I was just going to say same. I was still struggling with this blinking, this blooming thingy, and I'm telling you, I was still struggling trying to get on there. Lynn Arrow on Facebook said, I've been using erasable pens for years now. I use them in my paper crafting, sewing, and I even use them when writing so I can erase my mistakes. Just don't use them for anything that needs laminating because the pen disappears.
Oh, of course, yeah, I thought about that actually.
Oh, listen to this. Horde 29 on YouTube said, I sent a text to a friend asking if she was going to Zumba.
Okay.
But the predictive...
Oh dear, here we go.
The predictive text changed it back to Zimbabwe.
Oh.
I got a very weird message back. I can only assume that you did there. I just love predictive tests. It's an absolute nightmare at times, but it's also very funny as well when it changes things around. So yeah, keep your comments coming in, keep your questions coming in, but I'm going to shut up talking whilst our Lily carries on with this part of the craft along.
Okie doke, so we've done our matting and layering of our pattern onto our cardstock, but I'm not going to build the card just yet. I just want to get it slightly in position. Reason being, when I did this one, I have to say I added the panels onto the wrong one. So I want to work out exactly where I need my pattern panels going. I'm going to leave a little pencil mark where they need to go. So I need two on that back part. I'm going to need one onto there and then one onto that bit. That bit's going to be seen. I don't need any in the inside there because that's hidden. I need one onto there, one onto there, and then I'm going to need a couple onto there. So I'm literally just marking out with my pencil, and then that's going to be that front edge. How's that going to go? That's going to go onto there, one onto there, and then one onto there. And hopefully this time round, second time lucky, Lily, you might get your panels on the right way. It does help. So onto this side, let's add these on first up. And it's just a case of sticking our panels into position. Now, we were talking about the whole all-purpose versus tacky glue coated cardstocks, all that sort of debate. We did touch on it on this morning's Play Your Crafts Right. Okay, I'm going to be really good to start off with. I'm going to go with the official line, and you'll notice for once I'm actually following the official line, which is very much unlike me. So what we say is your all-purpose glue. I have to say it's my favourite glue. It's the one I use for all of my matting and layering. However, if you're working with any sort of coated cardstock, so whether it's your Centura Pearl, which obviously has your pearlized coating on, whether it's something like your glitter card, or maybe it's going to be that mirror card. Talking of mirror and glitter card, I know Debbie's going to be showing you an amazing deal in just a moment. Anything like that that's got a coating on, The official line is use your tacky glue, because the reason being your all-purpose glue is actually a solvent-based glue. That's what allows it to be quite so strong. We always say it dries like concrete. Honestly, it is strong, sturdy stuff is that glue. And because it's solvent-based, that means that it can actually strip away the coating on any of your coated cardstocks. So if I was to get a little bit excited when I was doing all my gluing and I did a little bit too much near the edge and that was to splurge out of the edge, what would happen there if it was a coated cardstock is it would actually strip away your coating, which is obviously not what we want. So the official line is when you stick in your coated cardstocks, go for your tacky glue, because that does not have that same sort of stripping effect, if you want to call it that, for want of a better phrase. So the official line is, obviously we are using our coated cardstock here with our lovely pearlized card, then it's your tacky glue. And I'm using it here decanted into our fine tip glue applicator. I know we so often talk about using our fine tip glue applicator with our really detailed, intricate dies. But the benefit of using your fine tip glue applicator when you're actually sticking your mats and layers like we are here, it means you use a lot less. You don't need an awful lot of your tacky glue when you're doing your gluing, because basically it's so blooming strong. It is strong stuff, this glue. It sticks things good and proper, as we say in Yorkshire. It sticks things ever so well, whether it's going to be your fabric, whether it's going to be your buttons, or whether it's going to be your cardstock like we're using here. Less really is more. We do not need to use an awful lot of our glue. So by decanting it into our fine tip glue applicator, we're less likely to add on too much glue and have it splurging outside of the edges of our cardstock. So definitely a top tip, your fine tip glue applicators, it's not just about your fabulous detailed intricate die cuts, it can be used for when you're gluing your mats and layers as well. But you know where I'm like, if I was at home, of course I'd be using my all-purpose for this, because you know what I'm like for following rules. But I thought, do you know what, today I'll be good, I'll follow the official line and I'll go with my tacky glue, with this being a coated cardstock. So just our couple of last mats and layers to stick on, and then I think we'll go for a quick break and then we'll come back in a bit to start to actually construct our card and then get all of our fabulous decoration done. So we've got a good old amount of colouring to do with this, this lovely craft along. So we're just going to stick our few last little pieces, and then as well that'll give us a moment for our glue to fully dry. So before we start to actually pop this card together, we do want all of our mats and layers fully dried, just so that they don't sort of slip out of position as we start to manoeuvre our card into place. So it will be the perfect opportunity to give this a little bit of sort of a rest so it can dry. So what you can see, what we've got here, on one side we've got the two outer and the two smaller, we've got the same on there, and then on the reverse you have got your two inner. And I'm hoping this time I've got it the right way around and I'm not going to have some on the back. I'll be honest, I spent hours popping this together and I thought, you know what, I'm not starting all from scratch. So hopefully this time round we'll be all good, but we'll find out in just a moment.
That was lovely. Honestly, you tickled me then, because that's something that I would do, Lily. I'd spend all that time and then, so yeah, we'll come back to that in a short while, because we are going to catch up with our lovely Gaz to see how he's doing. So Gaz, how are you going?
Hi.
Hi.
You caught me.
How are you going, my lovely?
Probably really well. Really well.
What's the probably mean?
What's up, Gaza? What are you doing? You finished?
Oh my God!
What?
How fast do you work, young man? How fast do you work?
Did you have a start?
Everything I've made.
Have you completed the project before we've even got to the end, Gaz?
I was so inspired I made this too.
Wow. You're kidding! And then while you've been crafting on, you've created... Get that hold of the
I
camera
made
so
this
I can
one
see it
yesterday.
better,
That's a naughty lie, but yeah, I made this one yesterday.
Oh, bless you. I'm thinking then, Lily, oh my goodness me, that is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, Gordon Bennett, that's speed crafting and some.
Wow, so look at that. Gorgeous.
What collection is that using, Gaz?
It's this one.
Is it this? I can't see it. The camera's so far away, I can barely see it. Gaz, would you do me a favour? Would you share them on the I'm a Crafter's companion page? Oh, thank you. Yes, show it up again so I can see it a bit better, because we're on full... Oh, I love your dungarees too.
Yeah, I had them made, actually. You'll never find another pair like them.
So they're bespokely made? They're
They
bespokely
are.
made. I love that. That's fabulous. Yeah, share your makes for us, would you, with those lovely makes that you've just held
I
up.
definitely will.
So that we can all share and spread the love.
I'm on another card now as well, so I will have another one.
I love it. Crafted along and he's crafted ahead of us, Lily. He's crafted ahead
It's
of
your
us.
fault. I'm used to you, aren't I? Like, you know, this link and cut
That's
this
it.
and cut that.
Exactly. That's the way we work normally.
I've been given a holiday with Lily.
God bless you. Well, I tell you what then, we'll let you carry on with what you're doing because we're going to take a little short break as well. And then we're going to come back with some amazing deals and also to continue with the fabulous craft along. I am aware that they won't be everybody crafting like Gaz. Gaz is obviously quite clearly a professional crafter. Let's just take a quick little break, everyone recap, and then we'll come back and enjoy the rest of the craft along.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. Shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly
What
how
did she
he
do?
looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
I always love watching those clips. Always love watching them. Lovely Sharon's got back to us, Lily, because from Sharon Horn on YouTube, she's put, oh, guys, she went, thank you so much. My hubby just happened to be beside me when you sang that and his mouth dropped open. Thanks again so much. You're very welcome, Sharon. We hope Mr. Horn is looking after you and spoiling your rotten with it being your birthday.
Better be.
And there's lots of deals to be had, Mr. Owen, should you need a nudge, nudge, wink, wink idea on what you can do. Did you know we do gift cards?
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we?
Do gift cards. Just go and head over to the website and have a little look. Just putting it out there for you.
Instant as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Heather Springer on YouTube, she's put, I've got the 12 Days of Christmas showstopper and extra papers. The papers are so much more beautiful in person. They are. We thought we'd got some 12 by 12s. Unfortunately, they've all gone. However, there's lots of other Christmas pads out there you can go and have a little look at. I have got a question for you, Lily, that I'll come back to in a second, but I want to recap on a deal that we had in Play Your Crafts Right that has simply been, not only did it blow my, and it's the first time ever, let me just tell you, I've seen Lily, a mouth drop to the floor. Honestly, I've worked with Lily now for a couple of years and I've never seen the reaction that I got from the price that was on this. But it has been proven to be the best seller so far today across the weekend, and we're only like a few hours into it, which is our incredible luxury mixed card pack. Encapsulated glitter, high shine mirror, and then the satin mirror cardstock in these 3 colourways where you've got the red, the gold, the green. You're getting 90 sheets because there's 30 in each one. Plus, if you were doing this by Craig's Way, as we always joke and say it now because he's pointed it out to us, it's your 30 plus your 2 little pieces at the front extra. You're getting 90 plus sheets in this deal. You are not reading it wrong in the white box. £11 or $19. This is massive because these retail at £9.99 for one. So for £1 and a penny more, you are going to get the gold and the green. You're going to get the 60 sheets extra for £1 and a penny by just getting hold of this one. It's absolutely incredible. The deal on this is phenomenal. Look at the lowest price. Lily, I still can't understand how we can sell this at the Club Platinum price for less than what it is for one. £8.80 or $15.20. We're still in shock. We've checked, we've double checked, we've triple checked, we've quadruple checked. I almost wanted to ring our customer services up and say, can you just check for me just to make sure that this is right? But it's absolutely right. You are getting the Christmas green. I always refer to it as a Christmas green. You're getting that gorgeous gold and you're getting the red. Now, Dean's just telling me some maths in me here. Right, I'm going to repeat this. If you are in Club Platinum or join the club today, and you get that 20% saving, 9p a sheet. That's, I've never heard of it. Never, A4. Where on this world can you get encapsulated glitter cardstock, A4 in size, for 9p per sheet? It's phenomenal. This deal is absolutely off the chart amazing, and one that we didn't realise was that price because we were joking and saying, is it egg?
No.
Is it egg? It's not that price. But it is. We've checked. We've double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked. It's that price. This is one of those cardstocks, essential cardstocks in terms of luxury as well, where you can be using this for matting and layering, die cutting into construction with your card bases, your card boxes. You can use it for absolutely anything. Take advantage of that price, regardless of where you're at. Whatever your club membership is, you are going to get an amazing deal regardless. So we wanted to recap on that because it has been flying out of the door. That's not a retired cardstock. That's something we sell week in, week out. We've never known it that price ever. I've never personally seen it. Whether it has, I don't know, but I can genuinely say, while I've been on a show, it's never been that price. It's absolutely amazing. Right, one question that I want to start with, Lily, is for you, before we get back into this craft along, is, Lily, can you explain, this is from Trisha Love on YouTube, love Trisha's name. Lily, can you explain how you placed the panels, please?
Right, Trisha, I was totally honest with you at the top. Okay, when I did my finished craft along, I stuck mine in the wrong place. So if you look at your craft along here, you can see you've actually got 2 blank spaces that we've got onto those 2 sections there. Okay, And then I stuck them on the back side. So I'm going to show you what I've done now. We're hoping this is the right way around, but Trisha, we're all learning together. We'll find out in just a moment. So what you get with your templates, you get 6 of each side. So you need to cut 6 of each side of both. On one side, stick your 2 pairs on your 2 outermost, and then the other side are on the opposite one, so on the 2 innermost. And it's the same on both of them. You've got the 2 outermost and then the 2 innermost. And what we're hoping is when we pop this together, they'll be on the right places, but bear with us guys, we will find out together. So I'm hoping that it's the right way around, but we'll find out. God, let's be honest, I am too honest. I'm honest with you guys at home. I messed it up first time round. It happens, but we'll find out and we shall see. Hopefully when we pop it together, that'll be the right way, but Trisha, if not, we'll find out.
Absolutely. We will do just in a second. We're going to check in back with our lovely Gaz. How are you doing, Gaz?
I'm doing really well, thank you so much.
How many more have you whipped up in the space of the break?
Just so you know, I actually used some of that card that you've got on sale. Some of that card you've got on sale there. I used some of the sparkle because, you know, I'm a bit like you there, Deb, so I've got to have some sparkle in everything.
I've got to have a bit of sparkle in your life. Definitely got to have a bit of sparkle in your life. I like that you've used some different card stock in there because it is a gorgeous collection. It was beautiful paper. Whether or not we'll see it again, I don't know. But I like the use that you've done in that. So, Gaz, are you ready to craft along?
I am. I mean, I did just want to say as well is that I don't normally go for traditional Christmas stuff. I'm not a very traditional crafter, but I am actually loving this entire collection, and which is very strange for me because it's not one that I normally go for, but it is really, really great. So I'm having a great time putting all of these together as well at the moment.
Oh, that's lovely to hear, because sometimes we tend to have a style of things that we love and we tend to stick with. So to come out of something that you're not used to, because I used to say that about birds. Anything that had a bird on, I didn't want to touch, I didn't want to use, I didn't want to, because it wasn't my thing until I started using them. And it was the chinoiserie collection that did it for me, with the lovebirds. And ever since then, I've been a lover. And it's so daft, isn't it? Because we do these things to ourselves. But I'm with you on this one. That 12 Days of Christmas, I personally at first thought, I'm not really sure if I want this one. Changed my mind when I saw what was in it and all the beautifulness that's in it. There are some individual items still left available on the website that you can go and check out. We'll try and cover some of those in this show. But yeah, Gaz, you carry on crafting along because I am conscious of the time and I know we've still got a fair bit to do. So I'm going to throw back over to our lovely Lily.
We certainly do. It's quite funny that you guys are saying that. I'm the total opposite. For me, it's got to be traditional Christmas. I love me reds, me greens, me golds, and I know why that is. Me mum is exactly the same. And growing up, if ever I gave me mum a Christmas card that had a non-traditional Christmas colour on it, you know, if I snuck a little bit of pink on or something, she'd be like, what's this? I thought this were a Christmas card. These aren't Christmas colours. So I know that's where it comes from, but I do love my traditional Christmas colours. I have tried to step away from them a little bit, you know, that frosty and bright, love the pinks and the blues, but for me, it's got to be traditional Christmas, so this collection really does speak to me. Now, it's time to find out, have I stuck the panels on the right way? We'll find out together, guys. Right, this is the bit where we actually start to build our card. Now, I was talking about earlier how we like to add on our mats and layers flat, and then we build the card, but I'm always finding it's all right to add your decoration on when it's actually put together. If it's anything 3D, like we've got all our little embellishments onto here, I find it easier to actually add those once we've got it constructed, because that way we can see exactly where we want to place them. A bit easier to do that when it's built. So it's time to actually pop this card together. So let's have a little look what we've got here. This can be a little bit fiddly, but we're going to be doing this together. It's no issue at all. Once you get them into position, you'll be absolutely fine. So what you'll notice is this one's got the cut lines at the top, this one's got the cut lines at the bottom, and what you need to do is there's 3 different pairs of these, and you need to slot these together. It's a case of just manoeuvring things into position, just taking a moment or two to get everything lined up. And I find it easier, rather than do all of one first and then move on to the next one, I find it easier to sort of line all 3 up and then move down and then pop each one into position perfectly. So you want to line up the slit that's on the top of one piece with the slit that's on the bottom of one piece, and then just basically slide them together. And it's just a case of manoeuvring everything around, finding where it fits, and then just sliding it down. Like I say, it takes a moment or two, but once you've got it into position, you'll notice it sort of just clicks into position. Oh guys, do you know what? I think I might have cracked this matting and layering. I think I might have got them in the right places, eh? Second time lucky. Oof. The trick is with your mats and layers, I mean, we don't know yet if this is definitely the right way, but definitely don't stick them all on one side. That was my mistake with the first one. But there we go. I believe we've got that all slid into position like so. Let's just check each and every single cut line is matching with the opposing cut line on that next piece. Just going to slide that one down a little bit more. That's ever so slightly out of sync, I think, on that one, but I think we've actually got all of our mats and layers. So let's have a little look from the front. Let's just maneuver that one a little bit more. I think that's into position now, but you can see all of your mats and layers, woohoo, are on the right side. So that's exactly how it should be. Yes, got there in the end, eh, Debbie? Try and get, that's for sure. But it was only one wrong attempt, so it's not too bad. So yeah, make sure when you're sticking your mats and layers, on one side you need your outermost two, and then on the other side your inner two, and then that will give you the perfect placement for your mats and layers. Just fiddling this into position to make sure that everything is lined up exactly flush and how we want it. And what we can see with this is it flattens down to go in your envelopes. Don't forget those envelopes are also included as part of your zigzag concept card kit. So that's all of our card base built up, but we're going to leave that to one side for a second because it's time to start to bring in all of our decoration. Quite a lot of stamping and die cutting and colouring to get done here, so let's make a start without further ado. Now, what I wanted with this card is I wanted to include all of the different 12 Days of Christmas icons. I thought that was really important when we're creating a 12 Days of Christmas craft along to use all of those different icons. So we're going to use every single stamp and die from that 12 Days of Christmas stamp and die set. That one is still in stock, so if you check out over on the website, you will find this fabulous set of stamps and dies. So what we're going to do is we're going to do just a few at a time. We're not going to stamp all 12 at once. We'll just stamp a few and then we'll move on and do the next few. So what we've got here is we've got some of our Nina cardstock. We will be doing a bit of colouring using our alcohol-based pens. It's going to be our tri-blends a little bit later on. So the cardstock that you're going to want to go for is, of course, your fabulous Nina cardstock. Now for this, of course, we're using our amazing stamping platform. It's an 8x8 inch magnetic one. It's what allows us to line things up super easily. You will have seen it in action on this morning's Play Your Crafts Right. It's the one that we, let's be honest, we all use day in, day out, because if we do miss stamp, if we forget to ink a little part of our stamp, then we can just go back in and re-stamp or re-ink if needed, and then just go again. You'll get that perfect stamped impression. So line that up, allow it to settle, then all it is a case of doing is just literally pressing down, making sure that I'm applying firm, even pressure over all of the 4 stamps that I've added onto my stamp plate. So I don't want you to think it's only, you can only stamp one image at a time. You can absolutely stamp multiple images if you want to. You can see there that I've missed a little bit on that right hand side, so let's just go in and stamp that again. You can see I've missed a tiny little bit there. No ink on there, so that was my fault for not inking up that very left hand side. So let's just re-ink that bit there, line that up, allow it to settle, and then just re-stamp over that edge there. And you can see perfectly we have filled out those areas that we missed when we were inking first time round. Now I do believe still in stock on the website we have our stamp cleaning station and solution. Definitely do check that out because that one is ideal for cleaning all of your stamps, but I'm just using a little wipe here just for speed. So that's our first 4 done. Let's bring in another piece of Nina cardstock. Oh, look at this, already a mucky fingerprint, but it's all right because we'll be die cutting these out in just a moment, so we're not going to worry about that at all. So let's bring in our next lot. So what we're stamping with here, I've not mentioned it just yet, it is one of our Finesse alcohol-proof ink pads. Because what we're going to be doing is colouring with our alcohol-based pens, you need a sort of ink pad that's basically the opposite to your colouring medium. We've designed our Spectrum Noir alcohol-proof inks specifically so you can use them with any of our alcohol pens within our Spectrum Noir range. So like I say, we're going to use our gorgeous tri-blends, but it doesn't matter if you're using your tri-blends or if it's going to be your classiques, maybe it's your illustrators, anything, as long as it is a alcohol-based pen, you're going to need to go for an alcohol-proof ink pad. Basically, it just means when we add that colour over the top, using those pens, it's not going to bleed and it's not going to move that colour. So that's our next 4, all good to go. And then let's bring in, let's just chop that down a little bit. Quite a large piece of cardstock, doesn't need to be quite so big. And then we will have our final 4, again, another piece of Nina cardstock. I mean, you could be using up all your scraps, and if I was crafting at home, I definitely would be using up all my scrap pieces of paper for this, but just to speed things up a little bit, we're going in with a slightly larger piece of our Nina cardstock. So let's just give those a little wipe down. And with this ink pad, it's so easy to clean your stamps. They clean off super easy. Then let's go in with our final ones. With these being clear stamps, it makes it super simple to see where you need to line them up. You can see exactly where you're stamping, which is brilliant, especially if you are brand new to stamping. So let's just pick those up, bring in our ink pad, and always take your ink pad to your stamp rather than the other way around. It just means that you're much more likely to get that even application of ink all over your stamp, just like we can see there. And again, lining that up and then just pressing down. Always on the fingertips of your fingers is a lot easier rather than going in with the palm of your hand. You don't need to exert that much pressure at all, so no need to worry about that whatsoever. And you can see we've got our final 4 images, all good to go and ready to be die cut. Now, of course, we do have our lovely matching dies that we're going to bring into play in just a moment. But of course, you don't just have to be using these with your dies. You can use the stamps on their own. They'll work that way perfectly too. So you don't need to worry about always having to die cut. You've got options when it comes to these gorgeous stamps. And I mean, this is classic of the collection. This is, for me, is almost like the cornerstone of the collection. It's all of those icons which represent the 12 days of Christmas. I mean, should we ask the guys at home a question? Because I want to know. So obviously, 12 Days of Christmas is a lovely Christmas song. What is your favourite Christmas song?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, gosh. Now, are you talking traditional Christmas?
Anything
or are you talking
at all?
like are you talking like a pop kind of song?
Well, shall we be kind and say you can have one of each?
That's a good one.
One of each, yeah.
So I'm going to start with mine then, from the pop side of things, like a traditional, well, I'm saying traditional. One of my favourites, and Craig will totally get me with this one, is a more recent one of recent times, and it's Leona Lewis. One More Sleep.
Oh, that's my
And it's one of my favourite Christmas songs. Whenever it comes on, I absolutely go mental because I love that song. An interesting fact as well. Now, me, Craig and Charlotte, oh my God, we paid for tickets to go and see Leona about years, but I'm talking like 3-4 years ago. It feels like it, let me just tell you. It went in Charlotte about 3 years ago, but then she got pregnant and had a little girl. And then she cancelled because a baby was only tiny. So she cancelled again. So now we're hoping, third time lucky, aren't we? Third time lucky, Charlotte. We're going to get to see it, and it's Christmas, and that's the most exciting thing. It'll be Christmas themed, and I can guarantee One More Sleep will be in it. I can't wait to hear it live because I adore that Christmas song. I love all the usual ones like your Slade and your Wizard and all those, and a bit of Shaky as well.
Oh, it's got to be done.
But yeah, as in traditional, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to think about that one, Lily. What about you?
I'm exactly the same with you. I can think of my modern one, but my traditional. It's going to be hard. Do you know what? I just love Christmas music. It's my...
Do you?
Yeah, just love Christmas songs. Love all the cheese, all the corny Christmas songs. The cornier the better. Let's be honest, it's Christmas. So my favourite has to be the modern. And I know if my mum's watching now, she's going to be saying exactly the same. Mariah Carey.
Oh,
Gotta be. Absolutely got to be Mariah Carey. I know, so I think it's one of those, you love it or you hate it. I absolutely love it, honestly. That for me is just classic Christmas. When that little tinkly sort of opening to the tune comes on, it sort of gives me goosebumps, I have to say. But I'm with you with Leona. That Leona song, honestly, seriously underrated. It's brilliant, that.
Absolutely.
Love the music video as well, actually.
The music video is fabulous. I love it. I absolutely adore that one. So yeah, get commenting. I'm going to ask our social media superstar, Rachel, what's your favourite Christmas song and what is your favourite traditional Christmas song as well. So get interactive. Talking of Christmas, do you know what I saw in the shops the other day, Lily?
Christmas chocolate, was it?
Honest to God. We went into B&M, other stores are out there, and there were Christmas doggy outfits, as well as Halloween ones, and Christmas stockings and a few Christmas bits in there, and Christmas chocolates.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we're in August. For goodness sake, we've not got the kids back to school yet.
No.
We've not even got Halloween or bonfire night or anything else out of the way yet. And they're already coming at us with Christmas. And I'm thinking, oh my God, no, you've got to be kidding me. It's not that close, is it? And then in reality, hit me like a sledgehammer the other day. We're nearly in September.
I know, I clocked that the other day. I was like,
We're nearly in September, which means when I get to September, I always think around my daughter's birthday, my eldest daughter, Tanya, on the 19th. She was 14 weeks old when she had her first Christmas.
Oh.
So it's always thinking, oh my God, that's not many weeks to go, because we're close to September. We're close to that date. So it's one of those that makes you think, oh my God, it's going to be here before we know it. And I know one person will be super excited.
Mr. Craigle?
Well, of course, Craigle Bagel, he's definitely going to be excited about it. Have you seen the excitement he's been getting over about tomorrow's shows with the first one, Halloween? He's beyond excited.
He is, isn't he? Bless him.
But yeah, let's have a little look. Get interactive. Let us know, and our Rachel will send them through as well. Actually, Rachel's just has Rachel answered this one? She loves the Carol of the Bells.
Oh yeah.
Rachel, I don't know that one.
You will know it. I'm not singing it. It's one of those ones that everyone knows, but they don't know the name of the song.
Oh. And then she's put, I don't really do Christmas full stop. What was that?
It's that one. Do 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 do.
Oh, is that a violinist? It's not that. Is that a violin? Is that? Do, 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 do,
I don't know, but I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah, it's the
what
one
does Dean remember it from?
I remember it from
Home Alone.
Simpsons. It's on an advert. Yeah, I think it has been on an advert shot, but I can't think which one it was. Yeah, I'm sure that's Carol of the Bells, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Carol of the Bells. I should read this, shouldn't I really, Rachel? I love Carol of the Bells. Lindsay Sterling, she's an amazing violinist.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. Silly me. Sorry, Rachel, I didn't read your comment there. Lois has put, I adore Driving Home for Christmas from Chris Rea. That's a good one. That is a good one. Driving Home for Christmas. Thank you, Dean. I heard that in my ear then. Linda Fitzsimmons, our gorgeous friend Linda. Yes, hello, Linda's one of our fabulous members on the design team as well. Has to be Wham! Last Christmas.
Oh, yeah, Linda, good choice there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's our Linda Fitzsimmons, and she's watching on Facebook, Dean.
Yeah, strong
Dean's
choice,
just saying,
Linda.
Who's Linda? I'll tell you later. But she's one of our lovely friends, one of our accredited demonstrators that does lots of demonstrations down south.
She does.
So, yes, that's a good one. What was that, Charlotte? I never thought this would have come out of your mouth.
No, neither did I.
Right, so Charlotte's just told me A Winter's Tale by David Essex. I just didn't have you down as a David Essex fan, Charlotte. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, you only know that song. Is that the only Christmas song you know, Charlotte?
Are we supposed to believe that? Nah, big fan.
Dean, what's your favourite?
For Christmas.
Dean, that's one of my favourites. So that is The Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl.
Yeah, absolutely love that.
One of the best all-time songs ever, let alone Christmas. I used to sing that with my good friend, God rest his soul, Mick Doyle. We used to call him Punk Rocker Mick, because he loved punk rock. But we used to sing it together because he had a gravelly tone like Shane McGowan. So we used to sing that part, and I used to sing the Kirsty MacColl, and we loved singing that song. Whenever we went to karaoke's, that's the song we used to get up and sing. I agree with you there. And do you know what, Dean? So does Odes 29 on YouTube, because she said Pogues and The Fairy Tale of New York. Absolutely. Mary Shaw on YouTube. This is a good one, Mary.
Oh, go on.
White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Oh, yeah, that's magical,
that's magical. That's the essence of Christmas for me, because it's those older stars, the real stars, what I call the Brat Pack and all those kind of people that sang so well and didn't need all of this modern technology and stuff, because they just sang from the heart. And I love their songs as well. Anna Gosling-Smith. Now, I've not heard of this one, Anna. You might have, Lily. Holidays by Meghan Trainor. And Earth, Wind and Fire is an absolute vibe. And if you've never heard it before, you should go and listen to it and thank me later. It makes you super happy. Do you know, now you've put that, Anna, I'm going to listen to that, because I don't know that one, or I think I don't know that one.
I don't know. I'll be honest,
Yeah,
I'm not.
we're gonna listen to that one.
No.
But yes. Oh, look at this. So someone's put on here. Rachel's put on here. So there's 2 months till our birthdays, Debbie.
Ooh.
Oh my God, yeah, it's my birthday soon.
Gosh, scary.
I
isn't
know,
it?
scary.
They come round quick.
I'm not. What was that, Lily?
They come round quick, don't they?
They do come round quick, especially when you get to a certain age. You've got a fair few years to catch up on that one. Liz, all I'm going to say. Me being. Oh wait a minute. I think I'm oldest one here today. I am, aren't I?
You are, eh? Just to put it out there, I'm the youngest one here, you know.
Are you the youngest one here?
I'm the youngest one here. Apart from our little Jamie, I'm the youngest one out of everyone.
Are you really, Lily?
Yeah.
How old are you, Lily? Can I ask?
Just last month I was 24.
Oh.
Little baby.
Oh my God, Lily, you're younger than my youngest daughter.
I know.
I feel so old.
Baby of the bunch, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise you. I thought. Now I know Charlotte's not, because Charlotte's near one of my other daughters or my other children. She's 29, yeah. So I wish I shouldn't have said that out loud, should I? When's it your 30th birthday, Charlotte? March the 2nd. We've got a bit of time.
Ooh.
Got a bit of time. And I know Dean won't answer this. Dean, how old are you?
It's 21.
He's born on the April the 22nd. That's all he's telling me.
Gee.
Who's got the same birthday, Gaz? Oh, that's so our Gaz is on the same birthday as Al. Oh, that's lovely, Charlotte. That is lovely. Are you 40 next, Dean?
No
Really?
way.
Big birthday, Dean. I celebrated for about 4 weeks when I was 40. I thought it was going to be one of those ages that I thought, I don't want to get up, I don't want to... And then I partied like the Queen.
Nice.
Literally never stopped. I've got some more coming through here. Mary Walker on YouTube, Merry Christmas Darling by the Carpenters. I
that's a
haven't
good
heard
one.
that for years.
I do like the
I
Carpenters.
haven't heard that for years. I'll play you that. I think I've got it on my phone, Charlotte, because I'm a big Carpenters fan.
Yeah,
Love
they're
the
good.
car. Yeah, now look at this. Dean's going, what's this by the Earth, Wind and Fire? Do you mean, Hannah, do you mean Meghan Trainor and Earth, Wind and Fire teamed up together?
Did they?
Because the Holidays, it's called Holidays by Meghan Trainor and Earth, Wind and Fire, so it must be a duet. Get it checked on the website. Go and have a little look, Dean, while we're doing this. Anyway, do you know what I mean? I'm realising I'm chatting away and talking away, and Lily's busy colouring, so I'm going to stop talking just for a second and let our Lily carry on with the craft along.
Do you know what? This will be the perfect time to have a little chat, but I'll tell you first what we're doing. All we've gone ahead and done is you've just seen me do it. We've just done a little bit of die cutting. So you saw me stamp out all of our little icons, all 12 of our gorgeous little 12 Days of Christmas items. Then literally all we're doing now is we're just colouring them in. So we've die cut them out, nice and easy to do once you're using that low tack tape, just to make sure that you're holding them into position. Then we're bringing out some of our tri-blends. You saw already the list of all the different colourways that we're going to be using. You will of course find that over on Facebook as well. I know our lovely social team will have shared that list, so if you want to know exactly what pen colours I'm using, that will be on there. But just using our tri-blends, we're going to go in and colour in all of our icons, nice and sort of mindful. Just take your time, we're just going to enjoy the colouring. But I think while we're doing a little bit of colouring, we want to hear more about your Christmas songs, because I am loving this question. I must say, quite proud of the question I've asked. I love asking all these questions about Christmas. I remember I was on with Becky Swan, I think it was a few weeks ago. We were asking about your favourite Christmas food. Now that one was one that started a lot of chat, that is for sure. But Christmas songs, I love me Christmas music. There's something lovely about sitting down in my craft room around Christmas with all of the Christmas tunes playing. So I do love to hear what you guys at home are loving when it comes to your Christmas songs. I'm still trying to struggle to find out what I think is going to be my favourite traditional one, actually. Quite easy for me with my favourite modern one, but I'm trying to think. I do love a Christmas carol, I have to say. I love the church services around Christmas time, singing all the Christmas carols. That for me is a classic part of Christmas. But I'm trying to think what would be my absolute favourite. I don't know, it's a tricky one. I've asked the question and I can't even answer it myself, which is never too much of a good thing, is it? But yeah, keep those answers coming in. I'm going to be controversial now, Debbie. I'm going to say one of my favourites, modern ones. I don't think it's my favourite, but I have to say I do like it. I love a bit of E17.
The what you want?
E17, their Christmas.
E17 Stay?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I have to say, yeah. Charlotte's saying it's not modern. To be fair, it's probably nearly as old as I am. E17 aren't 80s.
I'm going to say 90s. I think 90s, that one.
I think early noughties. Oh my gosh, the scary thing is it's before I was born. But yeah, yes. I have to say, I absolutely love that song. Love a bit of E17, but that just goes to show my my sort of taste in music, doesn't it? Gosh, 94! Charlotte, I wasn't even born. Oh dear. Dear, oh
It's crazy,
dear.
isn't it? You think they're modern, but sometimes they're not so modern.
That might have to be my traditional Christmas song at this rate, shouldn't it? Blimey me. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Tell you another one that's very, very underrated, I think. Elton John, Step Into Christmas. Love that one.
What was that one, Lily?
Step Into Christmas, Elton John.
Oh yeah, like that one.
Love that one. Yeah, that's another absolute classic as far as I'm concerned. Gosh, yeah. Yeah, Dean's loving it as well. I think we all are. Brilliant tune, that one. Yeah, beautiful voice. Thank you, Dean. It's always lovely to have you singing in our ears. Fabulous. So we're just going ahead, as we think about our Christmas songs, we're just going ahead and colouring in all of our little icons here. Don't forget we stamped using our alcohol-proof ink, and we stamped onto our lovely super smooth Nina cardstock. So that allows us to blend our colours as we start to lay down all the different colour tones onto here. What you'll have noticed on that last one, I'll be doing this on some of the icons, not all of them, but just on some of them. I'll be picking out some of the details using my gorgeous Spectrum Noir acrylic metallic paint markers. Now these are absolutely gorgeous for adding on those real special details, for adding on that touch, that sort of metallic touch onto there. It works an absolute treat. So using the finest of the nibs onto these coloured artwork is going to give you that lovely touch of metallic onto the coloured images. So what I always do is I always colour first using my alcohol pens, then if I'm going to go and add any of my metallic paint marker onto there, I do that afterwards, just so it stops you from maybe smudging that as you add the alcohol pen over the top. So just make sure you pop your alcohol pen layers down first, and then just go ahead and add on your metallic paint markers. So it's nice and easy, just to give it that lovely Christmassy touch. I think gold with all the reds that we're using works an absolute treat. You've got to have your metallics at Christmas. And I know Debbie will be telling you again at some point later about that amazing, what was it you called it? Your Saturday Superstar deal or something?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely a superstar deal, that one with the luxury card pad. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Incredible
Absolutely
price.
amazing.
We'll recap on that later, definitely.
Certainly are. We'll do a little bit more colouring now, but I think then we'll take a little break. We'll go back to Debbie, remind you of some of the amazing deals, but I'm just going to carry on colouring in these pieces. So you can see there I've added a little bit of our gold pen detail. Makes a real difference to add that onto those specific areas, but I think let's just go ahead and carry on colouring. So Debbie, if there's anything you want to remind the guys at home of, then now, perfect time to do it, I think.
Absolutely. I've just got a few more comments.
Oh, yeah.
Carletta's actually put, little question mark actually. What's this? Oh, right, wait a minute. Carletta Morris on Facebook has said, Debbie, speaking of Christmas, were the decorations I sent through last year enough for everyone, or do I need to send more this year? Oh, Carletta, they were lovely. I've still got mine. It's in my craft room. Those gorgeous, you've seen them, Lily. They were in the green room where we had literally a box full. I dread to think how long it took Carletta to make all of those. But I think we're all good for Christmas decorations from you, Carletta. It was a very generous and lovely gift that you sent, especially with all that time that you must have spent making them. So thank you very much for that. Some more here. Pam E on YouTube. I have 4 Christmas songs that she likes.
Oh, go on.
Little Drummer Boy by, oh, I love this one. Little Drummer Boy by Bing Crosby and Dave Bowie version, the David Bowie version. Oh, Come All Ye Faithful by Luther Vandross. My God.
Yeah, love that one.
I love that song. I love that man. His voice is like silk. I could listen to him all day long. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. CRISISTMAS by Perry Como.
Never heard of it, not going to lie.
I know, I'm not going to lie on that one, Pam, I'm not sure of that one. So this is Christmas by Alan Jackson, Oh Christmas Tree. That's our Carol Baldwin. Yes, Anna's got back to us, Dean. Yes, Meghan Trainor teamed up with Earth, Wind and Fire, so it's got a slightly disco vibe and it's very catchy. We are going to listen to that into the break, Anna. We're going to listen to that one because none of us have heard of it. Heather Springer on YouTube, the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire.
Oh,
that's
classic,
a good one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to agree with the traditional. I think I'm going to go with you on this one, Heather. Silent Night.
Oh,
I love that one. Yeah, I love that. Katie in California, I love Kelly Clarkson's Christmas Isn't Cancelled, Just You. Came out 2 years ago. It's a brilliant bop. Yes, it is. I love Kelly Clarkson. She was fabulous.
What's her other Christmas one?
I
I love that one. I can't think how it goes now.
Oh, yes, Kelly Clarkson, she did, yes.
It's at the tip of my tongue.
It's definitely not that one. Christmas isn't cancelled, just you.
No, it was a bit older, a few
yeah,
years
it's a bit older
older.
than 2 years, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh gosh, what is it? Somebody get on the old search engine.
Yeah.
It's going to drive us mad.
Valerie Puccini on YouTube. There are so many good ones. To start the holiday, I like to hear Andy Williams. That's one of my nan's old favourites, Andy Williams. And it's the most wonderful time of the year. And Elvis, Silver Bells.
Yes, I forgot about that one. Oh, I love
It's
a bit of Elvis.
You know, you do forget about some of the classics.
You do,
really
don't
do.
you?
Yeah, absolutely. Trisha's saying as well, Trisha Love on YouTube is saying, oh, Lily, love using the gold metallic paint markers, and she's put a little purple love heart at the side of it for you.
They've just told us in us here.
What's that?
Underneath the tree.
Underneath the tree?
That's
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson, that's what it was. Yeah, love that one.
Yeah, Charlotte, just sing it. I'm going to play it. In fact, I'm going to get it in a minute and just play it. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds.
I know what we're going to be doing in the break. It's going to be Christmas songs left, right and centre. You will think that Craig's turned up. Blimey me, I know.
Dean was saying to you, are you allowed to, Debbie? It's going copyright laws. Yeah, we better be careful.
Yeah.
Better be careful. Is it the same applies here?
We don't want Kelly Clarkson chasing us.
I tell you what, Charlotte, play it in there and then I'll sing along with you.
Oh, blimey. Oh, dear,
about 2 seconds. We normally get away with it. Happy birthday we can get away with because everybody sings that. Everybody sings that no matter where they are in the world. So we can get away with things like that. But yeah, I never thought of that one. You'll know it, Charlotte. The minute you hear it, you'll know it.
You'll know it. It was really popular.
It.
I'm trying to think how old it is now.
It's going to be a good few years old.
Yeah, I feel like I was still at school when it come out. So.
Oh, that's Kelly Clarkson. I can hear her in me. Yeah, that's it. It's a fabulous song, that one. What a great choice there. I love that. Laurie Barnett on Facebook has put, when my kids were little, I had a Mickey and Friends Christmas CD. I would play that CD in the car during the holidays. It was so fun singing along to the classics. Christmas songs with Mickey, Minnie, Donald Pluto, Chipmunks and Friends.
That
She's got little laughy emoji faces. She still has the CD to this day and still plays it. That's lovely. Again, another evocable memory of your of your children's childhood. So I think that's lovely that you still do that. But yeah, you know it now, don't you, Charlotte? Now you've heard it. You know that Kelly Clarkson song?
It's a good one.
Yeah. It's a really good, catchy, modern. The thing is, these days, Christmas songs, they're not the norm, are they now?
They don't make them like they used to.
Exactly. I never thought I'd utter those words that my dad and my mum used to say.
I know. It's one of them, it's the older you get, and I know I'm not particularly old, but you become your parents, don't you? And do you know what, the amount of times I walk into a room and go, who's left this light on? Or if somebody leaves the door open, were you raised in a barn? Yeah. And as soon as it comes out your mouth, you go, oh my goodness. Whenever my parents used to say that when I was little, I used to go mad. And now you say it yourself, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. But they're very wise parents, they are. They're very wise.
They certainly
They are. But yes, absolutely. So, how are you getting on, Lily? How far we are with the colouring?
Well, we're just carrying on colouring, I think, because it's just more of the same. I think we should go for a little break. We can come back and do a little bit more colouring. So just carry on with your colouring, guys, at home, adding in your tri-blends alongside that fabulous metallic paint pen. You can start to build these up nice and easily.
Absolutely, because we are conscious. We've only got about half an hour left of the show.
Good grief.
So we're going to check in with our Gaz. Is he still there? Are you still there, Gaz?
I haven't gone anywhere.
Hello! We thought you had snuck out to your festival. Thought might have already gone and left us.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, I'm enjoying this too much, to be honest. It's nice getting to engage with you guys as well, because it is really just the best.
So do you know what I'm going to ask, Gaz? I'm going to ask you, what's your favourite song?
Come on, Gazza.
Favourite Christmas song?
My favourite Christmas song? Well, when I was younger, it used to be the Wizard Christmas song. You know, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yes.
But more recently, it's kind of like the ones that are a little bit more obscure and take the mick out of them.
Oh,
out of the
okay.
Christmas songs. So it's kind of like, because I know I'm bright and bubbly and happy, but everyone calls me miserable.
Oh, you're not miserable, Gazza.
So
you're definitely not miserable. How can anybody accuse you of being miserable in those dungarees? Nobody could accuse you of being miserable.
Right?
We all have that. I mean, you're talking to the Scrooge of Christmas, right? I am not a Christmas person. I'm with Rachel. I'm just not a Christmassy person. It takes me a long time to get into the spirit of things. And now my kids are all grown up. I find it quite difficult, although I do have my 2 gorgeous grandkids, so it makes it slightly easier now. And it was the first time last year that I put a Christmas tree up in years, because I can't get into it. But I'm determined this year I'm going to get into the spirit of things, because my family accused me of being the miserable one. Just saying at Christmas.
See, I love Easter because there's chocolate everywhere.
Right then, guys. Well, you carry on, my lovely. Carry on colouring, carry on crafting, because we're going to take a short break and then we're going to come back and join our lilies. So, for anybody wanting to know, or those people who aren't in Club Inspire, why the heck not listen to the boss and to explain the benefits and the features of our Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Lots of lovely comments coming through for you, Lily. Lots of lovely things coming through with the Christmas songs as well. And lots of love for everybody, actually. Oh, look at Lynn. Lynn's put on here, our lovely Lynn, #Go Live Granny on YouTube. She's put, I wonder if I can outdo Gazza's outfit when I'm on next week's Craft Along. I think that's hilarious. I think it might take some doing because those dungarees are spectacular. I'm gonna say it as it is. They're absolutely fabulous. My girls would so much appreciate those dungarees because they do love something that little bit quirky and unusual. So they're absolutely fabulous, and Gaz looks amazing in them. So yes, I have had a question though come through from our lovely Shadaya, and it's basically about you, Lily, because a little bit of a backstory about yourself. How long have you been in the industry? Because obviously you are, to me, I'm just going to say as it is, you are younger than my youngest daughter, so you are still, to me, very much a young spring chicken, shall we say?
A little young whippersnapper, as my mum would say.
That's the one. But obviously you've been with us now 2 years, because you and Michelle started at the same time, didn't you?
We did,
roughly?
yes. So it's coming up next month. I want to say 13th of September, not that, I'm counting or anything like that. Coming up to 2 years here. Before that, I worked still in the industry for a couple of years full time. Some of you guys might know this funny little story at home. I know I've told it a couple of times before. I actually started off at uni training to be a dentist. Very, very different. And then I was actually offered a job in the craft industry, been crafting literally my whole life, so it was a dream. Left uni, started working in the craft industry, and then literally my dream job here at Crafters Companion came up a couple of years ago. I started off working on the pole team, so putting together all the products for the shows. That's what I used to do through next door. Then obviously doing some of the shows. So lucky to be able to do the shows because this isn't, as I call it, my proper job. My proper job is sort of behind the scenes, scheduling all the team, making sure everyone's got all the information and everything that they need. But honestly, I'm a crafter through and through. I mean, you know, Debbie, I've been crafting basically since I could pretty much hold a pen and a pair of scissors. So for me to be able to work in the industry, honestly, is an absolute dream. But Shadaya, I've been crafting for as long as I can remember, but within the industry, full time, about 4 or 5 years. Getting on for that, but yeah, very excited to be here. I always love being here at Crafters TV.
Yeah, it is. It is. We are very blessed. We never take, and I say this a lot. I never take it for granted. I always feel like a bit of a pinch me moment every time I think about it because I've loved crafting. I've crafted for a long time, from as far back as I can remember. But seriously, with paper crafting, quite a few years now. And the one thing that I always got asked, and I used to, funnily enough, Lily, I worked in dentistry. That's so bizarre, because I worked in dentistry. I mean, I weren't going down the lines of the dentist, I'm not going to lie there, but I worked in dentistry. And I always remember, and I often liken this to a little bit like the Leona Lewis story, where she used to be a receptionist and they asked her what she wanted to do, and she said she wanted to be a singer. X Factor came along, and lo and behold, look where she is now. It's a little bit similar to because I used to love crafting, and I always remember our assistant practice manager once asked me, what would you love to be doing in 12 months' time? And I actually said, I would love to be in the craft industry. But I never, ever thought it was possible until that Facebook post that my gorgeous, lovely niece from Australia tagged me in, and the rest is history, because that's where it started for me. So I never take for granted. We're very lucky to do what we do, and I feel blessed every single day, as I know most of the team do here. In fact, I think all of the team do, because it is the best job in the world. And yeah, it's blessings every day all around for us all. It really is.
It certainly is. And you guys at home, you probably know at home, you know I watch all the time, I still do. I have watched the craft channels since I was about 10 or 11. Okay, so I used to sometimes, you guys at home probably know I am a runner, I do run, but sometimes if there was a show on that I really wanted to watch, I would sometimes run home from school or run part of the way home from school so I could catch the tail end of that show. Honestly, I'll say it, I'll make myself look a bit daft, but it's true. I've been watching Debbie on the telly for many, many years. I just love, I follow Crafters Companion. I remember when Sarah was just still a young whippersnapper, when long before she had her 2 little boys. I remember when she first started coming on the telly with all her embossing boards. Honestly, I have been watching for years. They laugh at me through in the office, when the ones that are not crafters, because they call me like the Crafters Companion super fan. They think it's quite funny. Even though I work here now, I go home and still watch the show. Sometimes I comment in just to let you guys know that I'm there, but honestly, for me, it is an absolute dream come true. I remember as well, going back a good few years now, it was when the Chesterfield store, I think it was its 2nd birthday, if I remember right. It was either its 1st or 2nd, and obviously with me, used to live in Sheffield, which is pretty close to Chesterfield, not too far at all, just a couple of bus rides away from where I used to live actually. And I remember I thought, right, I'm going to have myself a day out, school holidays from school, so I was off school, and I thought, right, I'm going to go up for the 2nd birthday, doing a little bit of a celebration.
We did.
Yeah. Do you know what, Debbie? I'm trying to think, you were probably there.
I was.
Do you know what? You probably were.
I was. But 2nd birthday, because Sarah was there.
Yep.
Yeah, Sarah was there. Yeah, I looked after her on that 2nd birthday while she was doing all those classes, those takes.
Yeah, I was there. But you know what? I was so shy. I was completely starstruck. I went there all on my own, spent the whole day there on my own, didn't utter a word to anyone. Could not say anything
Lily,
to anyone.
you should have come and said something.
Yeah, I was so starstruck because all of these big celebrity crafters, you know, the ones that I used to watch on with the telly, used to follow all their demos, used to absolutely love everything that they did. I couldn't say anything to anyone. I was just a mute for the whole day. I had the most fabulous time, enjoyed it, let's be honest, got quite a few crafty goodies, as we all do when we go out to the shops. But yeah, couldn't breathe a word to anyone. And I don't know if you remember, Debbie, when I first come to Crafters Companion, when I was still through next door, I used to come through to the studios occasionally. We used to have our morning meetings. At first, I didn't ever dare talk to any of you guys. You must have thought I was dead through because I could not.
No, I just knew you were shy.
Could not talk to any because I was stood there thinking, that's Debbie, or that's Craig, or that's so-and-so. I've been watching them on the telly for years. I can't talk to them. Who am I to talk to them? Do you know what I mean? And it sounds so daft now, but yeah, I didn't used to breathe a word to anyone when I used to come through. But yeah, how the tables have turned. How the tables have turned. But yeah, isn't it funny?
Well, Laurie Barnett on Facebook is probably the same as what we're all thinking. We're so blessed to have our Lily. I love all of our CC family, and a big hug to everyone. That's lovely. That is really lovely. Lynn Blackley just got back to us, Lily. She said, because you know, she said that she doesn't know she's going to outdo Gaz's outfit.
She's got away.
She's come back and she said, you haven't seen my hats or my crocheted wigs. Game on.
Oh,
Gaz, I think you're setting up a bit of a challenge here now with the dungarees outfit going off. Our Lynn looks like she's going to be wearing either an a crocheted wig, or both. I will definitely be tuning in next week.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on the show. I'm excited for this. Lynn, shall I try and match you? I don't think I've got anything that fabulous that I could wear. Oh, it's going to be a fun old show. I think it's a craft along. If I remember rightly, it's on the Christmas shaped card basis. You know, when we did that lovely little gingerbread house, there was a penguin, there was a snowman. I think there was a Christmas tree as well. That's what it's all about next weekend. So make sure you do join for that. Whether it's for the crafting, whether it's for Lynn's outfits or anything in between, it's going to be a fun old show, that is for sure. Honestly, but we do have a lot of fun here. I mean, I know we say it day in, day out, but honestly, we are so blessed to be here. We all get on, you know, we call ourselves Crafters Companion family. And honestly, we literally are. We're a very dysfunctional family, let's be honest, but all the best ones are. We all get on like an absolute house on fire. Between the shows, we're all having a gossip, we're having a laugh, having a giggle, having a talk about craft. Or have you seen this, what's coming up? Have you got your hands on this collection yet? It's all like that. We are all true crafters and we just have the best time. So the fact that you guys at home love the shows as much as we do, honestly, it makes it all worthwhile. It's just the most incredible place to work. I could not be any more fortunate, that is for sure.
I know, you know, it's scary how fast it goes by, because on Tuesday, the 22nd, it's actually my 7th official year of being employed by Crafters Companion. I had started a couple of months before because I was on the accredited demonstration team.
Oh, yeah?
But that was like more on I say freelance basis, but at the same time as the store opportunity came up to go and work in craft as well. So, yeah, but when we officially started, the very first time we started, the very first day we met Sarah in a little hotel in Chesterfield. She was heavily pregnant, and it was just one of those bizarre, unreal moments of meeting someone that I'd followed for years and just loved craft, because I tell you, the amount of stuff that I got from Crafters Companion before I actually started working for them, I could have opened up a shop. But yeah, it was just a surreal moment. But yeah, it's 7 years.
Good grief.
Both for myself and Jan this Tuesday.
Wow.
It flies by when you're having fun. It really does. So yes, It is, it's lovely. It is a lovely. Someone's put on here, Vanessa on YouTube, she put, what a beautiful story, Lily. It is. We all have our little stories of how we came into this role and how we came into these jobs. Our Craig, I'd been following Craig for years beforehand, before I were even in the industry, because he's been in doing lots of things with, as you'll know, Hunky Dory and with another company called Tonic. So there's lots of other things that he'd been doing on lots of design teams, did lots of things for magazines. So when they told us that he were joining us, because we'd already started at that point and we were already on this team, like the TV side of things. So when I heard Craig were joining, I literally, I just remember letting out this big whoop, because I was like, and then people were like, do you know him? I was like, do I know him?
I know him.
I've followed him for years, and he's just, I love the boy. I absolutely love him. He's exactly as you see on screen, is exactly in real life. He's just a lovely, lovely soul. He really is.
That reminds me though, the first way I ever spoke to Craig, but sort of through social media, was through Hunky Dory, because
was it?
Many moons before I was working full time in the craft industry. I was on the design teams, like a lot of you guys at home, I know are, and I was on the first design team I was ever on, proper design team, was Hunky Dory. So yeah, Hunky Dory will always hold a very special place in my heart. And at the time, I think Craig was still with Hunky Dory. And I remember him messaging me. I was like, oh my goodness, Craig from Hunky Dory's messaging me, sort of thing. But yeah, that's our sort of shared passion. So we do still love our Hunky Dory items.
Oh, absolutely. I want a card from Craig. Do you know on the channel that you were talking about? Yeah. I won a card from Leanne and a card from Craig.
No,
because I used to email in all the time.
I never won. I used to email in just about every show and I never won.
Before I used to go to work, that's exactly, I had it on in the morning, and that's what I used to do. I used to email in and do things like that. Cat Butts, lovely Cat Butts in the building, everyone, on YouTube. She's put, love my Yorkshire lasses. Only discovered this channel recently and it has changed my life. Thanks to all the lovely presenters. That is love. Isn't that lovely?
That's lovely. And do you know what, Kat? Do you know, a lot of you guys at home will know, I live on my own, you know, and I love to have the telly on. I love to have you guys in the background because it's company. Yeah, honestly, even if when I'm sat there on my own, I feel like you're sat there with me. It's absolutely brilliant. So if you're in that same position, maybe if you're on your own, maybe you've just got a quiet day, then just stick us on in the background. We'll give you a giggle if nothing else, let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. Lovely Linda Fitzsimmons on Facebook as well. She's put the hotel where we met Debbie. Yeah, we met in an hotel, because that was the hotel that I met Sarah in, but the hotel that I met Linda in was when we started on the accredited demonstration team, and that's where I met our lovely Linda, and we've been firm friends ever since. Lovely, lovely lady, very talented crafter as well.
Gosh, yeah.
Absolutely super talented. But yeah, it's lovely to hear all these stories. I'm really loving it.
Yeah.
How are we getting on with the craft along, Lily? Because I'm conscious we're now down into the 50 minutes. Are we doing okay? Are we on time, do you think?
Yeah, we've just got 2 more bits that we're going to colour in, and then we just need to stick them together. So we are very, very nearly there. It's one of those where it starts off looking like not very much at all, but it comes together really, really quickly at the end. So it should be absolutely fine. Time-wise, we've just got a couple more of these birds to colour in. I'm loving hearing everyone's stories, so I just love reminiscing.
Yeah, I love reminiscing.
Fabulous.
I'm not going to lie. Especially when you get to my age, Lily.
Oh. We've got a lot to reminisce
about.
Oh dear, oh dear. But now you mentioned about emailing into the shows. I used to do exactly the same. It was back in the past, it used to be before I used to go to school, or when I used to get home from school. I used to email into all the shows, absolutely dying to win one of these cards. Never won one of them, unfortunately. But yes, used to email into all of the shows. Used to love, I remember used to be absolutely transfixed watching Leanne colouring. Oh my goodness, she got me into Spectrum Noir.
She did me.
Style.
Yeah.
That was her fault. What has she created? Blimey.
I used to be a different kind of, I wasn't, back then, it's before I joined the team, I used a different kind of alcohol pen but couldn't quite get on with them. And then I saw Leanne on one of the shows, as I was a massive fan of crafters, like I've said previously, and bought into the Spectrum line. I've never looked back.
And do you know what?
I love colouring.
Absolutely, I was exactly the same.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw alcohol pen colouring, it was the morning I was meant to be going out to school. I ended up being about 10 minutes late to school, so I was like, right, just need to see the end of this demonstration. I had never seen anything like it, because for me, all I knew was felt pens, you know, the scratchy lines and everything like this. Leanne was showing me these pens that laid down colour. You could shade, you could blend, you could add different tones together. I was like, what is this? It's wizardry. So do you know what? That year, it was my 13th birthday. I got the full set of classics, honestly, and it was the best craft thing I'd ever bought, because honestly, for me, that started that colouring journey. You know, you guys at home, that I absolutely love me colouring. It's my favourite technique. I love my die cutting these days as well, but colouring for me is my first love. And getting those classiques, oh, I was away. That evening on my birthday, I spent all evening just sitting down colouring, getting out all my stamps. But yeah, for me, it was classiques first. But Leanne started me off on that colouring journey, that is for sure. And I know it's the same for so many of you at home, that she started you off on that slippery slope, if you want to call it that, because once you start colouring, my goodness me, I think a lot of you at home will know that is it. You're colouring for life, but it's the most fabulous, satisfying pastime. I think for me, I find it super, super relaxing. Just absolutely love it.
Absolutely. Another, you know, this makes me laugh. This one, Sandra Dundas on YouTube, a regular viewer on our channel, said, "I know it's hard to believe, but when I first saw Craig, he was walking through the Aycliffe store, and he was every bit as quiet and shy as Lily used to be, and he was." He was.
Yeah.
He's blossomed. Craig has blossomed
really
being within our team, and it has been a lovely thing to see. And because I followed Craig for such a long time, I totally get that, Sandra, because he was, but believe you me, he's not.
Oh gosh,
he's
no.
not anymore. He isn't. And I know Sarah Brown from Australia has put a little comment on as well, and she's popped on here. I do put you guys on all the time, as I'm on my own too. And yes, Lily and Debbie are right. It's just so comfortable to know that you guys are all watching, even through the replays. I think that's lovely, isn't it? Honestly, I absolutely love this community that we have here. This is what makes CTV so special. The interactiveness that we get with everyone, the joining in, the community that we share and inspire, and we get inspired by you guys just as much as you guys get inspired by us. I can tell you that categorically, because it really is true, and that's what I love about this place. I don't think anybody else can ever get what we've got here, or they try to, but I don't think they do. They don't quite hit the mark. I think what makes our community stand out so very well, and which is why I love what we do here. How are you going, Lily? How are we doing?
Last little birdie, and then we just need to stick them on. So we should be, well, we're pretty much down to the wire, but we should be absolutely fine. So if you're colouring at home, you could be using the tri-blends like I'm using, but of course, lots of different colouring mediums. I mean, we've just been speaking about our fabulous Spectrum Noir brand. So maybe you prefer your aqua markers, and maybe you like your coloured pencils, then bring those out, colour in with whatever you see fit. Maybe you're going to mix it up completely. Perhaps you're actually going to stamp these onto, I don't know, craft card and heat emboss and gold and not even do any colouring. That would look absolutely amazing. Just change up those colourways and you'll change that look and feel entirely every single time. So that's our last little birdie, all coloured up and good to go. Now, when I did my original, I tried to get it in the right order for the song.
Oh my God, I don't know the song, the 12 Days of Christmas. I always get stuck.
Debbie, that's why we have search engines for. So I was sat there on the old goggle, as they call it, Googling all the different orders of the different icons. So I'm hoping I've got it in the right order, but if not, we'll blame the search engine. So what we're going to do is going to start at the back. We're going to move from the back of the card to the front. So what we're going to do is going to use foam pads just for a little bit of dimension onto here and for that instant stick, just on that bottom section, so we've got that top bit sort of protruding over that top edge of the card. I'm sure a lot of you guys at home now are actually singing the song out loud. I don't want everyone to turn off, so I'm not going to do that myself because...
On the 12 days of Christmas, my true love said to me... I got no rest.
Yeah, that's about as far as I can get as well.
Dean's laughing away me there, but it's true. That's what I get stuck. I love the song, but I just get stuck with the 12 Days of Christmas all the time.
So, partridge in a pear tree.
Partridge in a pear tree.
And then we've got the two birdies. Then we've got, I think that's French hen, I think.
The French hen, yeah.
Looks like a French hen to me. Not that I've ever seen a French hen. I don't know what a French hen looks like, but I think that looks like a hen. So it must be a French one.
A hen, but it's French.
Yeah, there we go. Do they look any different? Do they come with a beret? Some garland around the neck, maybe? Breton shirt? Who knows? But we'll have that one as a French hen. I have changed up the colourways ever so slightly compared to my original, just, you know, because we can, quite frankly. When it's your artwork, when it's your finished piece, you can choose the colourways however you want to. Like I say, I do like my traditional, so I've gone for pretty traditional colourways when it comes to this one, but of course, it is completely and utterly up to you. We might not have a chance to pop our sentiment on the front, but no worries at all. We can just change our design a little bit so that we've got our icons slightly further down on that front side to hide that, but not a problem at all.
I think Rachel's helping us out here. Two turtle doves
something
3
else.
French hens.
3 French
4 calling birds. 5 golden rings. Oh, I love this song. Now I want to sing it all.
I know.
6 geese a laying.
This has got to be this one, doesn't it?
She's look at this. She's leading it all. I'm like 7 swans are swimming.
That's got to be that one, I think.
10 maids. Arcot Dean.
Not that many maids
milking. Dean. 8 maids are milking.
Oh, he's trying to blame our Gaz now. Poor old Gareth.
Oh dear, I'm loving this. Keep them coming, Rach. Keep them coming. Is that it though? Is it 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens, 4 calling birds, 5 golden rings, 6 geese laying, 7 swans are swimming, 8 maids are milking? Is that it?
No, 9.
I'm waiting for more. I'm waiting for more.
Oh, it's hard.
It is. It is.
We're just going to mix this up ever so slightly, just because we're not adding our sentiment onto the front. We're just going to add these last couple of pieces slightly further down onto this front section here. But once that's done, our craft along is going to be finished. Of course, on the original, we did use our lovely Warm Wishes stamp. If you've got that in your crafty stash already, then do just pop your sentiment at the bottom. But just for speed, let's add our, I was going to call it a recorder. Is it a recorder or is it something a bit more fancy? Who knows? But we're going to pop that down onto there. I'm not sure about that. So let's just lift that up and let's have that centrally, just like so.
Well, that one reverts because you've got 9 ladies dancing, 10 lords are leaping, 11 pipers piping, and 12 drummers drumming. And look at that beautiful project.
We did it in time.
Absolutely gorgeous, Lily. That is really, really beautiful. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm hoping everybody has enjoyed that craft along. All the lovely stories we've been telling as well, because there's been a fair few coming through. But yes, some lovely messages coming through, and about the community and the crafting community as well. I'm going to check in with our Gaz though, because
how's he doing?
Let's see what Gaz has been creating during this craft along, because
I made another one.
Have you done one?
Wowzer!
How many is that, Gaz, you've done?
That's 2.
2? Wow. Oh my goodness! Oh, I love that, Gaz.
Yeah.
That's a bit unusual.
It's you know, you can find me on all the socials.
Hold it up there so they can screenshot it, Gaz. Hold it up there so they can screenshot it for you. There you go. That is lovely, though. That is absolutely beautiful. Have you enjoyed the craft along?
Oh, it has been fabulous as always, absolutely fabulous. And being a part of this community, I have to say, has been one of the best things that has happened to me in my life. I was very lonely beforehand, and I do a very stressful job, and being a part of this has just made everything for me. I know you guys want us to buy things, but it is also all about the community, and that is what I love. And I just love that you guys include us and that we get to do things like this with you. So just really a massive thank you.
Oh, guys, that is really lovely. I could felt myself tearing up then a minute ago, but that is lovely. This is what it's all about, and it genuinely is. And for you to say that is just that just really warms the cockles of my heart, as I would say. But that is really, really lovely. Thank you very much, Gaz, because we truly believe it too. And to hear that from you, sharing that there, just means that we are doing something right, because that for me is what it's all about. It's not just about all the other things. Yes, we bring some fabulous products. Yes, we bring fabulous deals and things like that. But you're the heart of why we do what we do. So that is lovely. So thank you very much for that. And I'm so pleased you've enjoyed it. And I hope you have a fabulous Pride afternoon as well.
Oh, I will.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It is. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for joining us. And I hope we do get to see you again very soon.
I hope so. Speak to Susie.
Oh, bless you. Well,
thank you so much. Sorry, Deb, but I just want to say thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been lovely to have you on. I was on one of your craft alongs a few months back. I was actually producing, so I was watching you the whole time, but I don't think you knew that I was there. But honestly, reading your comments day in, day out, it's so lovely to have you, your company, and you are so right. This community, honestly,
Yeah.
I know it's a lifeline for so many people. I think sometimes we underestimate how powerful our community is. I know for me,
I think that's been the things that I've been reading on the socials. I think that has been echoed a lot, what you've just said there, Gaz, throughout. Lots of people who say the same thing and who've said that it's been a lifeline for them. We invite you, it literally is, you know, you allow us into your homes and your lives, and you know, it's lovely that we have this community, and long may it continue as well. And I hope, like I said, we get to see you again very soon on one of our shows. Well, thank you, Gaz. Much love.
It's been an absolute pleasure, ladies. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Bye.
Right, so then we are nearly at the end of the craft along. Lily, I will just say, beautiful project, absolutely beautiful. Obviously, this will be the demo of the show, but
you don't
by default.
You don't so
no. But it's absolutely good, and I love your take on that as well. And I love the design that you've used, and using things as well that you might have in your crafty stash, like those shaped card laces. I think that's absolutely fabulous for that. I'm just going to remind you of a couple of things. I will just say we do have one more show to go, guys. 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, where we've got a special occasions show. Yeah. It's a masterclass, but something a little bit different for us.
It is, absolutely. I love the fact that we've put the bundles together in a little bit of a different way. So within the bundles, you'll get different collections. Yeah. You'll have things like stamps, dies, cardstock. So it's going to be a super, super fun show. I've got some demos lined up as well. Lots of different occasions we're going to be covering. And of course, it's me and Debbie. It's going to be a fun show. So I hope you're going to join us at 6 o'clock tonight. But before then, got a couple of hours, get those orders in.
Yes, and let me just give you a little bit of a recap on this fabulous bundle, which has been proven to be, oh my God, a runaway success. I can't tell you how crazy this deal's been going, but I can tell you why. It's the price that you're seeing on the screen. £11 or $19 for a full pack of 30 sheets of your encapsulated glitter cardstock, mirror cardstock, satin mirror card. 30 sheets of red, 30 sheets of gold, 30 sheets of the green at £11, $19, and the lowest you'll pay if you're in the Club Platinum is £8.80 or $15.20. Go ahead, shop the show, go and look over. We've got a few items left from the 12 days of Christmas. Obviously, this is what Craft Along is all about. You've already purchased it. We always promise you a show where we come and do a Craft Along project. But there are a few items left that you can go and check out what is left. There's still some linen cardstock, still some luxury cardstock, still a few items there. Go and have a little look. However, I don't know about you, Lily. I need to water this old throat. Go and have a little sit down and maybe a read as well, because I've got a couple of new books that I want to get reading. Do come back and join us in a couple of hours where we have got the Special Occasions Masterclass show. See you all later, guys. Bye.